The Evergreen Media Network Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Hey guys, welcome to Kriske Business. Hi Kim, hi Erica, how are you?
Hi Jesse, thank you for having us.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Without you, there is no show. All right, guys, the election is over. Not the real election, but the primaries are over.
Yeah,
the local
primaries.
Yeah, they're over. I don't think there are any big surprises. I don't know how long we want to dwell on it, but in St. Lucie County, there was a very close race for the election supervisor. This is for the Republican runoff, and it wound up to be a 2-vote difference.
Wowie, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So do they have to recount if it's that close?
Yeah. So in Florida, you recount if it's within half a percentage point.
Okay.
Okay, and this one falls under that. 12,777 to 12,775.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That reminds you that every vote counts.
It does, literally.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so do you guys know what happens when there's a recount and it's still a tie here in Florida?
No, I can't wait. Let's hear it.
Yeah. So there is protocol. This has happened before, okay? In Florida, there have been ties, election-wise, where they had to do a manual recount. And then after the manual recount, if neither recount, so they do the machine recount and then a recount by hand. And then if neither recount breaks the tie, the candidates have to draw lots and officials decide how that's done.
Oh.
So it's rare, but it's happened 3 times in Florida the last 10 years. In Mount Dora in 2014 for a city council race, they tied. And some people wanted to have the judge force a runoff. Some people wanted to do a coin flip, but they tossed the names in a hat. And that's how the incumbent lost to the challenger there in Mount Dora.
Mm. So now does that 2-vote difference, does that count as a tie, or that would be a win because there were more votes?
Well, they're going to do a recount.
Yeah, and as long as it's not an exact tie.
Right. If
Okay.
it's exact tie, then they got to draw straws or put names in a hat.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Handle it like adults.
Yeah. A race in Duval County, city of Neptune Beach was decided by drawing numbered ping pong balls out of a bag.
Crazy.
Yeah. There was a coin toss to determine who would go first.
Crazy, that's how our elected officials end up making office, with ping pong balls.
Right.
After all that campaigning and money and time, and
Yeah.
it's, why don't you just do that in the first place?
But what are the chances of a tie? That's crazy.
Yeah. And one more in Bradenton Beach in 2016, the mayor election was 195 to 195, even after a manual recount. So they opened a fresh deck of cards, shuffled them. Clark cut the cards, then reshuffled them, blah, blah, blah. They pulled out the highest card wins.
I think Goldie Wilson won that.
Maya!
I like the sound of that.
It was actually Jack Clark. But I like Goldie Wilson better.
Back to the Future shout out.
That's right. All right. In Florida news, another Florida news. Florida man is accused of killing another driver in a fight over a handicapped parking space.
Yes.
All right, so we have Richard Miner. There's his picture, 66. That's his mugshot. He became agitated and confrontational after Jonathan Lee Arias arrived at Hart's Landing Fishing Pier in Sarasota, parked in the handicap spot. All right, so this guy became mad. This guy pictured is a left leg amputee. So he was questioning whether Arias was disabled. Well, after their initial exchange, they began to antagonize each other from a distance. Hey, move your car, blah, blah. After about 15 minutes of alleged harassment from Miner, this guy, Arias, the guy who parked in the spot, and those he was parked with, packed up their fishing gear to get out of there. As he began to drive away, he went in the wrong direction, which caused Miner to degrade him. And he got out of his truck and walked towards Miner, the amputee, passenger side door, said, "What's your problem?" The guy goes, "I'll show you my problem." And he whipped out his gun and he said, "Your day is coming." He sprayed pepper spray at Arias through the window, and then the victim walked around to the driver's side door when Minor allegedly fired multiple shots, striking Arias.
Wow.
I was really hoping you were going to say he whipped out his prosthetic leg or something.
Oh,
Yes.
that would be a better way to handle it.
Absolutely.
Hey, those handicap spots are hard to come by.
I feel like we just talked about this, and Mimi and
When I'm with Mimi, it's sometimes it's hard to find a handicap spot for her. She's got the little hang tag, but I mean, we're in Florida. It's nothing but retirees and handicapped people.
Yeah. Does anybody ever question her handicappedness?
No, I think because she moves so slow, you're like, oh, that's an old lady. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Mimi.
Yeah. So Minor told cops that he had been drinking, and yeah, that's what made him mad, and da-da-da. So he pleaded not guilty. His next court date is September 13th.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's a real struggle, these handicap spots.
Another road rage incident, this time in Port St. Lucie. Paul Slane faces 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon after he got out of his car and confronted some people. This is in Port St. Lucie. He gets out of his BMW and pulls out his gun.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
His hand is in someone else's car. Jeez.
Can't have that. You're taking your life into your own hands if you walk out of the car with your gun and start pointing at people like that.
God, what was he pissed off about?
Just road rage, just normal road rage. This is in a pretty nice neighborhood there in Port St. Lucie. And the guy just, wrong time, wrong day, I guess. And then the Mercedes tried to brake check the guy in the truck. The guy in the truck tried to drive around. The Mercedes followed the guy in the truck. The guy in the Mercedes gets out. That's the guy with the gun. The guy in Mercedes gets out of the car with the gun and confronts the people in the truck. And luckily, the passenger was there to film it. He tries to slap the camera phone out of the passenger's hand. And
that's assault, too. You can't touch someone else like that.
Yep.
Good God, he's just flying his Glock everywhere.
Yeah. So now Paul Slane, 63, faces 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, attempted armed robbery, and 2 counts of simple battery. He's held at St. Lucie County Jail without bond.
He needs some anger management classes.
He does.
That's ridiculous.
That's an angry guy right there. Yeah. So, all right. Have you guys ever been threatened with a gun or anything like that? I've never had.
I don't think so.
I don't think
Not that I
have.
can recall.
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Good story.
Moving on. In other Florida news, the Florida Department of Environmental Protection announced its Great Outdoors Initiative. Sounds great. Sounds awesome. Until you realize that it will expand public access, increase outdoor activities, and provide new lodging options across Florida's state parks. It'll bring some parks, pickleball, golf, disc golf, paddling. It's a great idea on its surface, but now in its practice, a lot of people are getting mad about it because what they want to do is use this initiative to build 2 18-hole golf courses and a 9-hole golf course at Jonathan Dickinson State Park. And it has people mad about it. And here you go, the right
and
thing
it's got
here. Here we go.
music.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah. So it would add 3 golf courses. Let me turn this down.
And what's that? Jonathan Dickinson, that's in the West Palm area?
That's down by Hobe Sound.
Hobe
That's
Sound,
down
okay.
between Hobe Sound and Jupiter. And it's got an ancient tower that, it's like an ancient, not ancient tower, it's a lookout tower. It's made of wood, but it's been there forever. We used to climb it when we were kids, and you could look out and see miles across. And it's located on top Hobe Mountain, which isn't a real mountain, okay? But what it is, it happens to be an ancient, the Hopi Indians used to live there. The ancient Native Americans used to live there.
Eritz's people, they had their powwows there.
Oh, this story is going in many different directions.
Well,
now we're on Indians.
I don't want them to put anything there. Where are all these critters going to go? There's so much
Yeah,
development
why are-
happening in Vero already.
Why are they messing with it to begin with? So that's what the activists don't want anything to happen to this land.
Yeah, they're saying we've got, plenty of golf courses.
Yeah.
I know there's over 70 in Martin County. It's the #1 golf course county in Florida, which is known for golfing. There's plenty of golf courses there. There's not a lot of places where you can go and just enjoy the nature, especially a place like Jonathan Dickinson State Park, which is undeveloped and has many trails and walking trails and stuff. Why do you want to build over that? There's plenty of golf courses. Not to mention the runoff that you need to use for the fertilizer runs into the Loxahatchee River. It's going to ruin the water. Anyway, people are mad about it.
Sounds like you are.
I am. I don't like it. A public comment meeting on this proposal will be held on August 27th at the Flagler of Stewart.
So are you taking that day off and going out
are you going to
there?
go
I
down
might
there
have
and pick
to.
it?
Yeah, I might
Yeah.
have to. Yeah, there's also a change.org petition. And a woman started a Facebook group that's gotten over like 15,000 likes in the past week.
A
Nice.
Facebook group. That's serious.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that's serious.
That's serious. All right. You guys want to talk about Florida Man games? We're not going to take a commercial break today, so
Oh.
you guys enjoy that.
Yes, Florida Man group or games. Okay, so we're serious. We're going to this thing. Now, there's only so many people that can enter, and there's teams from 3 to 5 people. So Kriske Business is going to go. Otherwise, you got to get a ticket and pay $35. Like, screw
Okay.
that. We're
Okay.
going and we're
We're going.
participating.
All right, we're going to form a team.
Yes, and you have to do you have to get a video in order to try out to get elected to be able to perform in the games. So I've been thinking about what we can do, and these people have put a lot of time into these videos. So it's great. We're a production company here, and we've got access to quite a few cool things.
We do that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking we go like fancy rednecks, live the Florida lifestyle, but fancy, have the stupid $50 Yetis, but be wearing wife beaters.
Yeah. Love it. So Florida.
Yes.
So Florida. Gold chains and wife beaters.
Yes. Just classy.
Yeah.
Redneck.
I like it.
Like Garrita.
Yeah. Bougie redneck.
Yes.
I love it.
We can have our pigs in the back. And
Did we ask HR for this day off?
It's March 1st.
Okay.
So it'll be in between mine and Jesse's birthday. So it's a perfect gift to all of our viewers here to be able to see us participate.
So we need we need ideas for this audition video?
Absolutely. We need ways to look hick, but look hip. Yeah, like
Hip and hick.
yes.
Hip hicks.
I mean, I want to be
We can work on the
downing
name.
like a Keystone. I don't want to be doing that on air. I want to be downing a Keystone beer with my pinky up.
Uh-huh.
And, maybe wearing something fancy, but then, belching and having my broken flip-flops, that kind of thing.
Love it.
All right,
Yes.
so we're
I
looking.
can see the vision.
So we're looking for ideas for our
Absolutely.
video. All right.
Bougie redneck ideas.
Because we have
Okay.
to actually do something in the video.
All 3 of us, anyone participating needs to be in this
In
thing.
the video.
Yeah.
So we got to figure out what our outline is too. What are we going to be doing in the video?
I think you can have your bed all set up in your chicken coop.
In my chicken coop. Ooh,
Yes.
I'll get like a fancy chair and sit with my chickens.
It'll be a beautiful bedroom in a chicken coop.
I love it.
I think
Mhm.
that's fantastic.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. So we need help from you guys to noodle on these ideas.
Yes, we're going to have our Kriske Business shirts with Florida Man Games logos done. You guys can buy some merch. And we're going all out. I'm not screwing around with this.
I know you're not.
I'm in.
I like it.
Where is it, Jesse? Jacksonville?
Yeah, Jacksonville area, St.
Yeah.
Augustine up there. All right. So if you have ideas, submit them 772-778-2832 or hello@egreenmedia.com. That's our email address. Reach us out with ideas. Give us ideas.
Love it.
All right, cool.
Are you guys on board? You didn't seem like. Do you guys want to go to this thing, or is it just me?
I think it's great.
I want to go. I don't know how we compete as a team.
Well, because
What do we do here every day?
they give us the category, like pick one of you to ride a bike while drinking or whatever the obstacle is, right?
Yes.
So we just have to pick whatever of the team would probably be best at that.
We all have our strengths.
Well, yeah.
I think
So I'm sure going into it, we know what the challenges will be, and we'll practice for it.
yeah.
So
Oh,
we'll have
God.
like Rocky playing, and
Yes. Yes.
so we're gonna have to like chug some beers and practice.
Yes.
Lots of practice needed.
We'll probably have to practice flip cup and beer pong.
Oh, and like Jello wrestling.
Oh, yes.
I bet that's something.
I think I'm standing
All right.
on,
Now you're talking.
kegs. Airtime
Keg
did all this.
stands?
You did all this shit in college.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, this is your thing. This is a family reunion.
Yeah. Oh, I bet I have a lot of cousins going to this thing.
I'm super excited. So
Okay,
any
I like it.
ideas, please give
We
us
need
a shout.
ideas for our audition video.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Check.
right. Very good. Okay. Erta, you said you had something you wanted to get to, but before that, I've got this here.
Uh-oh. Is that? Oh, I don't know that bougie is spelled right.
Oh my God.
That's my
is-
new segment. I love it. Thank you, Jesse.
Can we do it one more time?
Oh, I gotta see this again.
Wow,
All right.
always blowing our mind, Jess.
The sound effect.
Very nice. Is that you, Jess?
No.
Oh.
It does sound like you. Well, so funny. You guys always talk about, how crazy my life is and how crazy my house is, which is true. We got animals coming in and out and people coming in and out. Anytime someone's couch surfing or moving in, moving out, moving back in. So we have a crazy life, and I could write a story, but just one of the recent funny stories. I purchased something off of a Facebook ad, and I can't write this stuff. I can't make this shit up. Yeah. So,
17.
I thought I was I did buy a raft. For when we go out on the boat, it's called a sun chill, which the real thing is
Ooh.
$600 to $800, depending on if you get a really big one. It could be over $1,000. So I knew at the price on Facebook that they were, it was hotdeals.com or
God.
whatever.
I wish I had your page.
It was a fraction of the price. So I was like, this might be too good to be true.
It looks like it sits 4 adults on the picture here.
Yeah, like the bottom of it is what I would like a trampoline, that neoprene or whatever, the trampoline. So it's and it's got ropes. So you sit down in the water like a hammock, like a water hammock. So I figured it would be a knockoff. I get the email that your item has shipped. It's coming from China. It took forever. And what do I get? I end up getting diamond rings in the mail. But the funny thing is I didn't know who sent me. I got one diamond ring one day and then a diamond ring the next day.
Two of them.
Two of them. So 2 of them came back to back because I ordered 2 of these products. So I had to put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, damn it, I didn't get my raft. I got rings instead.
What is the raft called? Like Fun Ring or something?
It's
or-
called a Sun Chill. The real brand is called a Sun Chill.
Okay.
And that's how, so this picture here on the screen is how they were advertising it. But
That's-
I knew coming from China and at the fraction of the price it was that it would be a knockoff, which I was fine with that. I'm a bougie redneck, right?
Absolutely.
But I got rings instead.
Now, did you think they were from Adam? I mean,
Well, so
these
that
are
was
nice.
the funny thing is, one of the rings comes in the mail and it just says from California and it's a guy's name and it's addressed to me. There's no order shipment label, like there's nothing in the package. I open it and it's a ring, and I immediately look at my husband and I'm like, okay, this is weird. And of course he's looking at me going, who the hell sent you that? And I'm like, okay, maybe it was just, wrong address. And then the next day another ring comes in. So
Did you think someone was screwing with you?
yeah, I was like, this is really weird. And I checked my credit card. Like, shit, did my kids buy something? Did I accidentally buy something? Did I get drunk and buy something? And then I figured it out that it had to have been these sun chills. So they did send me a product, but thankfully I bought through PayPal, and I did that because I knew that they would reimburse me.
Now, there's no way that's real diamonds, right?
It can't be. No. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it
it's
looks
very
real nice.
shiny.
Yeah.
And I got 2 of them, so some of you might be getting a diamond ring for Christmas.
I was going to say we should each wear one. It's like an evergreen thing.
Yeah, we'll have matching rings.
There you go.
I mean,
It's just-
if you want to give me one,
How does that even work? I ordered a raft ring and I got a jewelry ring. Anyway,
Go figure.
yeah. Just another checkbox in my crazy life.
Bougie redneck.
Bougie redneck.
All right. You guys ready for trivia?
Yes.
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible?
Kim Possible. Impossible trivia.
Well, we'll wait for our bougie redneck to leave the building or the
There she
studio.
goes. Yeah.
All right, Jess, are you ready?
All right. Oh, no.
Can you please tell me the
There we go.
longest river in the United States?
Oh, the longest river in the United States is the mighty Mississippi.
Okay. And before 24-hour TV shows became common, what did most stations play with their evening sign-off?
I remember this. When you were a kid, the TV station would sign off with the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
What is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature?
The only metal that's liquid at room temperature is mercury.
What U.S. fast food chain is credited with introducing the first drive-through window?
Ooh, the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, good question. I'm going to go McDonald's. They were pretty innovative in the fast food game back in the day.
Okay, and how many balls are on a pool table at the start of 8 ball?
Ooh, start of 8 ball. Does that include the cue ball?
I'm not telling you.
All right, 16.
Okay, and what do you call a graph that is in the shape of a circle?
Pie graph.
All right, and I'll throw this next one in there. What animal has the longest gestation period?
Oh, wow. Any hints? Mammal?
It's pregnant for a long time.
It
Jess.
sure is. I'm going to go human because I think we're pregnant for a long time. But I don't think that's the longest. But anyway, that's my guess.
All right, let's get to Erita.
All right. Erita's getting back in the studio. You can get in the studio too. What I mean by that is you can have your own podcast. Everybody else in the world does. You can too. Call us, Evergreen Media. Email us, hello@egreenmedia.com. And if you want to, doctors, lawyers, even car mechanics, they all have their own show here at Evergreen Media Network. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, live stream, and even on 107.9 The Patriot on weekends. All right, Erita's back in the studio. And Erita, are you ready?
Yes, I'm going to put on one of my new rings for good luck.
Ooh, all right,
Oh,
very
nice.
nice.
Come on,
Okay.
baby.
All right, well, tell me the longest river in the United States.
In the United States, what is the one? It's in the middle of the country, I think. I can't think of it. Pass.
Okay, and before 24-hour TV became common, what did most stations play on their evening sign-off when there was nothing on air?
I thought it just went static. Music, maybe?
Okay, and what is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature?
At room temperature.
What metal is liquid at room temperature?
Hydrogen? I don't know. No, what's that? What is that? Oh, God.
All right,
I don't know.
What U.S. fast food chain is credited with introducing the first drive-through window?
In-N-Out Burger?
How many balls are on a pool table at the start of 8 ball?
At the start of 8 ball. 9?
What do you call a graph that is in the shape of a circle?
A graph that is in the shape of a circle.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. These are hard. A round graph.
What animal has the longest gestation period?
A giraffe.
All right, gang. Let's wrap it up here.
All right.
Oh,
We're a little over. Jess, you're going to have to edit.
Yeah.
The longest river in the United States, Jesse said the Mississippi. It is the Missouri.
Missouri River.
Yes.
No.
All right, challenge that.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out next week.
All right. Before 24-hour TV shows, it played the national anthem, which Jesse got correct.
All night?
Yes.
Oh.
No, just when they signed off.
Oh, I got it.
This nerd was the one watching.
I was allowed to stay up late.
Mercury is the only metal that
Mercury.
could be liquid. Jesse got that correct.
Yeah.
The fast food chain, In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
How many balls are there on a pool table? Jesse said 16. Erita said 9. 16 is correct.
Oh.
A graph that is in the shape of a circle. Erita, a pie chart.
Pie chart.
The elephant has the longest gestation period. Jesse said human.
I thought it was a damn giraffe. Okay.
All right, that's all.
What was
and
it?
so
Elephant.
Elephant. Oh, okay.
So Erita got 2 and Jesse got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there was 7 questions. I don't know who won.
I don't think it was me.
Well,
I mean, I won last week. We got to slow down.
I don't think anyone learned much today.
As long as we had fun. And we had fun.
We had a lot of fun.
Send in your ideas for
Yes, Florida Man Games.
Yes.
That's right. Email us, hello@egreenmedia. All right, take care.
Bye-bye.